Welcome to our video on Top 10 Facts About Climate Change That Will Surprise You. In this eye-opening exploration, we'll uncover some surprising truths behind climate change, revealing how it impacts everything from airline flights to the very rotation of our planet. Prepare to learn about the unexpected consequences for wildlife, the alarming speed of ice melt, and more. Join us as we delve into these critical and often overlooked aspects of climate change that affect us all. 1. Climate change affects airplane flight. Climate change isn't just impacting the ground, it's reaching up into the skies, too. As temperatures rise, the jet streams that airplanes rely on become more erratic. This can lead to longer flight times and even more turbulence, making your plane ride bumpier than ever before. Pilots and airlines are having to adjust their flight paths and schedules to accommodate these changes. This not only affects your travel plans but also means more fuel is used, which in turn leads to more emissions. It's a bit like a vicious cycle, where the very thing causing the problem also makes it worse. So, next time you experience a bumpy flight, remember, it might just be climate change saying hello. 2. Oceans absorb most of the heat. You wouldn't think of the ocean as a giant sponge, but that's pretty much what's happening. Over 90% of the heat trapped by greenhouse gases ends up in our oceans. This is why sea levels are rising, warmer water expands, and melting ice adds even more volume. Marine heat waves are becoming more frequent, and they don't just make it uncomfortable for swimmers. They disrupt marine life, affecting everything from coral reefs to fish populations. Imagine the ocean as a simmering pot on the stove, gradually getting hotter. The consequences of this are far-reaching, affecting weather patterns, marine ecosystems, and even coastal communities. 3. Polar bears aren't the only animals at risk. When people think of animals affected by climate change, polar bears often come to mind. But they're not alone in this struggle. Amphibians like frogs are facing habitat loss and changing climates that they can't adapt to quickly enough. Coral reefs, often called the rainforests of the sea, are bleaching and dying as ocean temperatures rise. Even insects like bees are at risk, and that's a big deal because they play a crucial role in pollination. It's a domino effect. When one species is affected, it can ripple through the entire ecosystem. So, it's not just about saving the polar bears. It's about protecting the delicate balance of life on Earth. 4. Ice sheets are melting faster than predicted. Ice sheets in Greenland and Antarctica are melting at rates that scientists didn't anticipate. This isn't just a slow drip, it's like turning on a faucet. The meltwater contributes significantly to rising sea levels, threatening coastal cities around the world. It's a stark reminder that the effects of climate change are accelerating. Imagine a giant ice cube slowly melting away, but instead of taking hours, this one is vanishing in record time. The implications are severe, with potential impacts on ocean currents, global weather patterns, and sea levels that could reshape our coastlines. 5. Climate change is affecting Earth's rotation. It sounds like something out of a science fiction novel, but climate change is actually impacting Earth's rotation. As glaciers melt, they redistribute the planet's mass, causing slight shifts in its axis. This can alter the speed of Earth's rotation, although the changes are too small for us to feel. It's a bit like a spinning top. When its weight distribution changes, so does its spin. While the immediate effects might not be noticeable, this redistribution of mass has long-term implications for our planet's stability and climate systems. It's another reminder of how interconnected everything is on our planet. 6. Some forests are becoming carbon emitters. Forests are often thought of as the lungs of the Earth, absorbing carbon dioxide and giving us fresh air. But climate change is flipping the script. Deforestation and extreme droughts are turning forests like the Amazon from carbon sinks into carbon sources. This means they are releasing more carbon dioxide than they absorb, exacerbating the problem they were once helping to solve. It's like a fire extinguisher turning into a flamethrower. The loss of trees not only affects carbon levels but also disrupts local climates and biodiversity, making this a critical issue that needs urgent attention. 7. Extreme weather is hitting unexpected places. Climate change is making weather patterns more unpredictable, and places that once seemed safe are now facing extreme weather events. Europe, for example, has been experiencing more frequent heat waves, floods, and wildfires. It's like Mother Nature has thrown out the old rulebook and is now playing by new, unpredictable rules. These changes are not just inconvenient, they can be deadly, affecting agriculture, infrastructure, and daily life. It's a wake-up call that no place is immune to the impacts of climate change, and we need to be prepared for the unexpected. 8. Permafrost is a time bomb. Permafrost, the frozen ground in polar regions, is like a ticking time bomb. As it melts, it releases stored carbon and methane, potent greenhouse gases that accelerate global warming. It's a bit like opening a Pandora's box. Once these gases are released, there's no putting them back. The melting permafrost also poses risks to infrastructure, as roads and buildings built on it can collapse. It's a complex issue that requires global attention, as the consequences of inaction could be catastrophic for both the environment and human societies. 9. Global warming is worsening allergies. If you feel like your allergies are getting worse, you're not imagining things. Rising temperatures and increased carbon dioxide levels are boosting pollen production. This means longer and more severe allergy seasons, making life miserable for those who suffer from hay fever and other allergic reactions. Imagine pollen as tiny invaders, and climate change as giving them an extended vacation. It's a small but significant way that global warming is affecting our daily lives, reminding us that its impacts are not just environmental but also personal. 10. Climate change influences human migration. Rising sea levels and extreme weather events are forcing millions of people to become climate refugees. These individuals are being displaced from their homes, often with nowhere to go. It's a humanitarian crisis that's only expected to worsen as climate change progresses. Imagine losing your home not because of a war or economic hardship, but because the place you live is literally disappearing. This issue is not just about relocation. It involves complex social, economic, and political challenges that need global cooperation to address.